Hi, friends of Watching Time, and welcome to a new episode together. Today, I want to speak with you about Yema, so a French brand, and about a diver from a French brand. But we are not going to speak about the Yema Sousmarine, which is the model that you more often see on YouTube, and in general, I would say is probably the biggest seller of the brand. You're going to see the Sousmarine. The other diver, I would say a bit more modern. So the bit more modern take of Yema on the diver field. So today the brand sent me two different color. Both of them are just on loan to the channel. We send them back. So I'm totally free and totally unbiased in making my review. They sent both models on a bracelet. But I tell you already, the watch is also available on a fitted rubber strap, which look very good to me. I was hoping that maybe one of the two they were going to sell on the rubber strap, because that would have added something. But well, today we have a blue dial with blue, you see it's a very dark blue dial with a blue bezel, and sort of a gray dial with a yellow or like khaki. I don't know. No, it's not really khaki. It's what is considered yellow, because then we have an orange. So I wouldn't call this orange. Let's take a look. I will be speaking about the blue because I prefer this one. So I will be speaking about this one, but then we see the other as well. So we have a 40.5 diameter, a 46 lug to lug, and a 12 millimeter of thickness. We have a screw down crown. It's a 300 meters diver, and it's obviously automatic, and it has at its inside the Yema 2000 caliber, which is an in-house caliber for Yema, but the characteristics are pretty similar to a Selitas V200, meaning we have about 40 hours of charge, 28,000 vibration per second, and we have an allowance of plus or minus 10 seconds per day. So quite a good caliber. We have a screw down crown, as I said, with the Yema logo on it. And we have on the back, you see, screw down case back with the Yema logo on it. We have obviously a sapphire glass on front, which is totally flat. And the bezel is aluminum, and you will see then in the Lume that it's all lumed all around. The bracelet starts at 20 millimeter up here and goes down to 16 here. The clasp is about 18. And as you can see, it's quite a good clasp with a Yema logo here, and this diver extension that, to my knowledge, I would say is like the one of Oris. Quite a good diver extension. Only 4 holes here of micro adjustment, but you see it's quite a small clasp at the end of the day, and for me quite a good one. So I can accept just 4 holes. I would say there are no half links, but the links are pretty small, so I hope you wouldn't have any issue. Let's take a look to the dial. There is a bit of sunrise effect on both of them. You will see then in the other. As you can see, I think that there are quite some reflection on the dial. So if there is some treatment on the sapphire, it's not that strong, because you can see quite a lot of reflection. The dial is very legible, and you will see also in the Lume. You have these markers, these big triangles applied at every 3 hours, while the other hours marker are like a small metal strip with a landing strip, let's say, of Lume in the middle. Then there is this chapter ring, this Reo, that has all the minutes, and in both cases it's white, and make the dial super legible, absolutely. Let's take a look to the other one, so you see the difference. So you have this sort of yellow bezel, and if you can see, it's like a darker gray dial. Then the rest, you have Sousmarine, the name of this model, automatic, 990 feet, so 300 meters, And as you see, there are also these small numbers all around to understand the hours. Very legible. A bit maybe feel the watch even. Just mention a couple of things regarding the case. As you see, there is a brushed finish on the top, while the sides are all polished on both sides. Also, the crown is polished, and then the bracelet is all sort of brushed. But there is quite a change of brushing between the bracelet and the side of the case, because you see here the brushing is like horizontal this way, while then it will go down the bracelet like this. I am pretty sure that these are the same bracelet that you will find in a Superman when the Superman have this type of bead of rice bracelet. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same. That would also make sense, same brand, to maximize. Obviously the end links are not the same, but that's another matter. So let's turn the light off. We take a look at the Lume, and then you will hear my final consideration on the watches. Hi, so here we have the Lume of the two watches. It's impossible to understand which one is the blue and which one is the yellow of the two, because they have exactly the same Lume. A thing that I find pretty interesting is that even if the bezel insert is aluminum, it is lumed. You have all the numbers in the bezel and the peep at 12 hours. A thing that I wanted to point out for you is that the second hand is not lumed, which is a pretty weird thing, and is also quite, let's say, wrong for a diver. Let's turn the light on and have our last chat about the watches. So now that we have seen the Lume, let's speak about the watches and end our review. I didn't mention to you the price. The price is €990 on this bracelet and €890 on the rubber strap. Also on Yema, usually on the website, you can get a 10% discount just by asking it. And then there is a subscription offer. I think that then you can, if you are in the different tier, you can go up to have 16% on the platinum tier of discount on every watch. In any case, €900 if you have 10% discount. It's a good price for a 300 meters bracelet, which is of this level of quality. Nevertheless, my feeling, I was curious about seeing a diver from Yema that was not the Superman. I have a couple of Superman in my collection already, so I wanted to see something different. And so I asked to send this model. I still think that the Superman is a better watch, is more characteristic, but is also more expensive. The price on the Superman now should be about €1,300, so it's not 1/3 more expensive, but close to that. It is more expensive, it is better done, it is a good watch. For me, the look is a bit like a Mido in some ways, and I would say also the level of quality is as of a Mido. I do like it. I did not show it on my wrist, sorry, so I will provide immediately. I like it, and I find that the look is less vintage compared to the Superman, and so could be maybe more an everyday for this time and age. The Superman, if you have it in mind, as more a classic skin diver aesthetic, the meaning the lugs are thinner and longer, so even if you have always about a 40 millimeter diameter, you have a bigger lug to lug, about 50 millimeter. With the Superman, well, here in this case, it stays compact on a 16 centimeter wrist like mine, so 6 inches or something like that. You can see the watch fit well, because at the end of the day, it's quite a small watch, but it still has some presence because how the dial is. You can see it is a white chapter ring, makes the dial look a bit bigger than it is. The bezel is not that spread out, it's quite narrow, so the watch look quite big on the wrist, even if it's not big, and is very manageable for every wrist size. If you like it, I think It's not about the choice of purchase. That's all for today. Thank you for being with me. And please put a like and subscribe if you like our content. And see you next time. Bye, bye, bye.